go for a bit of excitement?
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we're back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard, here in the beautiful Stormhaven zone. This is base game content. We are working our way through. We actually made quite a bit of progress last week, and we're going to try to do the same again this week. Our first goal is up this way today. We ended off a little early last time because there just was really no way we could keep up with, we could get really anything else done at the end of last week. So, give me 1 second, I'm going to send out the invitation, try to get some people to join us. And just for a reminder, I don't know if anyone's in this or if you're listening to this later on YouTube. I now have a Discord channel specifically for my streaming, what I'm trying to use to help build my stream community. If you would like to join that Discord, I'm going to go ahead and post the invitation link again here in the chat, and I'll do so again at the end of the stream as well. So you have opportunities if you want to join my server. Hold on just a second while I get the... Hey M-Sharp, welcome to the Carnage. How are you today? Let me get my map up as well before I forget to do so. Also, I got quite a little bit of progress on Stormblood this morning. Started on the Bard quest on like the Stormblood Bard quest. I got the first, I want to say 3 finished, and I'm on the level 68 one right now. I just hit level 69, so that's worthy of a nice. Nice indeed. Yep, and then of course, oh, there's Brother Perry again. I got the initial quest done to get to the first little town area, and then I also got the 2 quests for the Makote and for the Hirer, the sub commanders of the resistance. I got both of their little quest chains done, so that was a good. That was like 12 quests just there by itself. Have you met our best friend yet? Depends on who the best friend is. Dump Truck Sama. No, I haven't met Dump Truck Sama. No. The last thing I saw was the clip where the Viceroy kills the guy who was in charge of the big armored guy.
It was a trap. They knew we were coming.
What trap? Who knew? And why are you always hurt? Oh, that is him. Okay.
Dreamers. Master Muzgu said they were up to no good, and he was right. He and Brother Gerard are fighting them off. I ran to get help. Can you save them?
I'll see what I can do. Xenos is our best friend. What about Xenos makes him our best friend? Just because he's a pain in the butt? He is certainly that. Okay, hold on. Where is this Augur of the Obscure at? Okay, maybe I didn't catch what you mean because that doesn't ring a bell, unfortunately. Okay, I thought it was up here by this waterfall, but that's too far away. Hold on a second, I'm gonna have to look this up. You could land a plane on this. Okay, it is. It's like right here. I'll have to pay more attention next time. I guess I just honestly wasn't paying enough attention to his butt. Now, if it'd been a female character, I probably would have noticed. I'll be honest with you. Then again, even then I might not have noticed because, like, my eye is drawn to, like, when somebody's wearing big, heavy armor, that's not the first place my eye is drawn to.
I should have fought harder.
So,
I should have protected Master Muzgu.
I'm here to help. Tell me what happened.
It's the Supernal Dreamers. They've opened a portal to Oblivion in Maw Cave. That's where those scamps came from. And we came here to close it. It was a trap. The Dreamers wanted Master Muzgu for some reason. And now they've got him.
Okay, how can I help?
They're trying to open more portals here and there. We need to stop that. But I have to go try to save Master Muzgu. Can you kill some scamps and hurl their heads into the nascent portals? The magical feedback should shut them down.
Are you a monk? What's your order?
I'm a spirit warden from Pariah Abbey, just west of here. We protect Stormhaven from unseen threats. Nasty things from Vermina's realm of nightmare. We act in Azura's name.
How can a scamp head keep an Oblivion portal from opening?
It's simple transliminal metaphysics. The scamps just came here through another portal from Quagmire, Vermina's realm, so they're still charged with positive creation. Got that?
Sure.
So, to open their portals, the supernal mages are channeling negative dismay waves from the dreaming cultists. Positive scamp head meets negative dismay, and poof! Anything else? I need to rescue Master Muzgu.
I don't think I fully understand it, but you know, no one said you have to understand advanced metaphysics. Too much moon sugar. Too much moon sugar didn't read. TSM or TMS TR or DR.
They're coming for us.
I wonder what would happen to vampires if you ate moon sugar and then the vampire sucked your blood. Would the vampire get high on moon sugar? It's like, damn, man, that was some sick blood we just drank, man. Man. I'm seeing rainbows, man. That had been interesting at some point. It may have it, I just never noticed it. No, there's no one here. Now there is. Oh cool, I got one of my daily endeavors completed. By the way, M Sharp, do you know which of the beast tribes is that sells the lavender dye, the lavender purple dye? Because I want to get more of it without having to spend a bunch of money on the market board if I can help it. So I need to figure out which of the races actually unlocks the lavender purple dye. Because I'm starting to spend a small fortune on lavender purple dye. Thank you. I'll click on that later. This is my character needs a infinite boatload of the lavender purple dye because it's literally my favorite dye so far that I've found. And I think it looks good on her with her dark purple hair to have the light purple clothing. I mean, I may be wrong, but I'm not very color coordinated.
Off with you, Squid.
Move! I'm hurt!
The fish people near Lemissa. Okay.
Zora, this is bad.
What had they done to the master?
While I was fighting my way in, the cultists performed a ritual on Musgu. He's partially possessed by a Daedric spirit. He's stuck in a terrible dilemma. He insists I should return alone to Pariah Abbey, but I can't just leave him.
Complete quest.
Please, talk to him. He's mad if he thinks I'll leave here without him. There's something he's not telling me.
Where do these portals lead?
To Quagmire, realm of the Daedric Prince Vermina, Queen of Nightmares. Believe me, she means the mortals of this plane nothing but ill.
It claws at me from within. Bless you. But neither of you needed to risk your lives for me. What I need is strength of will. I need you to kill me.
What? Why would you want to die?
The supernal dreamers performed a ritual. They summoned the Daedric spirit and bound it within me. My brother Durak taught me to contain the spirit temporarily, but it's gaining strength. I can't hold out much longer.
What will happen if the spirit takes over?
I'm a powerful spirit warden. If the Daedric spirit possesses me, it will combine my power with its own. I would become a danger to everyone in Stormhaven. You need to
kill you. There must be another way. I'll see what I can do.
No. If I leave this gate to Quagmire, the spirit will take me. Unless... I suppose I could force the spirit out of me and into a dreaming cultist. It's not as certain, but it could work.
Okay, we have two choices. We can go ahead and kill him and end this right here and now, or we can try to find one of the cultists to take his place. What do you think we should do? Find a cultist, okay.
Very well. I'll contain the Daedra as long as I can. Take a scroll of dream trapping from the rock over there, and use it on a sleeping cultist to bind him to your will. Then you can lead him back here.
Alright, I'll be back as soon as I can. You know, I saw a post earlier that was talking about how Disney villains are always wrong. It's talking about how Edna Edna just wanted to, or whatever her name is, just wanted to free the kingdom from a tyrannical emperor. And it's like, and I posted as a response, I'm like, do you really think she would be any better than he is? She would probably be just as, or even more tyrannical than Cusco. And somebody, like, further pointed this out, but saying, yeah, she told somebody that it was their fault they were born, who was born into poverty, that was their fault they were a peasant. I'm like, yeah, no, that just proves my point. It's like...
What's going on?
At least Cusco learned from his mistake and became a better person for it, for the most part. Besides, wasn't it her job as the royal advisor to make sure he became a fair and competent ruler anyways? So wouldn't his, like, what he became be mainly her fault because it was her job to train him to be a ruler? Yeah, because, like, she worked for his father, didn't she? Because he said she had been the royal advisor for a long time. So how he turned out was, like, probably at least 60% her fault. I gotta say, he was quite guilty himself, but I'm sure she had quite a bit of hand in how he turned out as a ruler.
Everything is ready, but I must be certain. When I expel this Daedra, it will be drawn into the cultist, and he will die. Are you sure you're willing to sacrifice this man?
They intended the same fate for you. Let's go on with it.
Very well. This cultist will take my place and be infused with the Daedric spirit.
So how do we work this?
We'll expel the Daedra, draw the cultist into ritual circle. After the Daedric spirit consumes its victim, it will return to Quagmire. Follow the spirit through the portal to Quagmire. Kill the Daedra there, then return. Ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
What?
Welcome to Quagmire, home of the Quagmire. Can I take your order?
Prepared.
Death? Okay.
Praise Azura. You survived.
What now?
The Daedra is no more. I owe my life to you. You'll still have to fight your way out. But once I'm confident no trace of the Daedra remains, Gerard and I will disperse the cultists and return to Pariah Abbey.
Very well. I am off to the next location. Okay. Trying to see where we should go next. This is obviously the choice. Welcome to Cumberland's Watch. This is actually where Emmerich is from. The High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. He's actually from Cumberland. There's the quest. Watch Captain Rama. And Mary likes it when we kill them goblins.
I really don't like your odds.
You look pretty dangerous. Consider yourself drafted. There are goblins here that need killing.
Why do you need me to kill them?
Because the goblins killed my men. All of them. That's why the goblins have to pay. I want their heads. While you're at it, burn their territory markers too. The watch will never be theirs. Not as long as I draw breath.
Territory markers?
Yes. You have a hearing problem. Territory markers. They use
Like
them
the
to mark
American
their
military.
territory. The goblins set them up at the North Tower, the South Tower, and the Eastern Gate. I'll stay and keep this gate secure.
Alright, I'll burn the markers.
Well, get on with it!
Why did the goblins attack the watch?
They're like locusts. Every once in a while, they just swarm. But this is worse than usual. It's the first time they've breached the gates.
What set them off?
Not sure. Don't know. But after this, we should finish them for good. Wipe out the whole tribe, that's what I say.
That's a pretty extreme view, but I mean... Peace with goblins in Elder Scrolls is really hard to achieve. The goblins are not even considered intelligent creatures. Like, if you killed them in other games, they don't fill a black soul gem. They fill a normal soul gem, meaning they have white souls, meaning that they're not considered intelligent creatures. Because any intelligent creature, like any sentient intelligent creature fills a black soul gem. Non-sentient intelligent creatures feel white soul or have white souls.
Was that the last of them? Oh, thank feck.
Oops, wrong mark. Okay, enjoy your time at the range, M Sharp. Be careful.
I don't want to hurt you, but now
And that probably
I'm
goes
going
without
to.
saying, but
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
They're going to find me and... You've got to help me. Those goblins will eat me.
what do you want me to do?
The watch soldiers threw me in here just before the goblins attacked. You've got to help me.
How can I unlock this?
The soldier that locked me up headed towards the stables and took the key with him. Find him before the goblins find me.
I'll look for the key.
Hurry, find the key. One of those dead soldiers might have it. Did you check them?
How did you get locked up?
It was all a mistake. I meant to pay for that chainmail. I really did. The silvered sword, too. I was just trying it out before making them an offer. Honest. I'm a legitimate businessman.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's for a different quest. Starting to run low on my Witch Mother's Potent Brews. Got the key. Gonna go over here and... The game doesn't crash on me.
Did was provoke a showdown that was coming anyway. Ah, the smell of fresh goblin blood is like perfume to me. I knew I could count on you.
I brought in the markers that you asked. Is there something else?
Well done. And thanks for all the help. The commander here would like to have a word with you.
Of all the boneheaded... well, at least now we know what brought the stone chewer goblins down on us.
Why did the goblins attack?
Captain Rama here stole one of the Stone Chewer's tribal totems and raised it on our tower as a challenge. They're honor-bound to recover it, along with killing whoever took it.
What can we do about it?
That totem needs to come down, and quick. I ought to send Rama, but it's probably smarter to keep him here under arrest. My troops are stretched thin. Can you run up and take down the totem? Bring it back here to me.
I'll be back with the totem.
Captain Rama deliberately stole the totem to provoke the Stone Chewers. As long as that totem remains in the tower, we'll never be rid of those goblins.
You think the goblins will just leave?
Not without getting that totem out of here. They can smell it or something. Even then, we'll need reinforcements to take back the watch. I sent a request to Captain Ernard. But if he doesn't arrive soon, we'll just have to withdraw.
Why did Rama want to challenge the goblins?
He hates goblins. I mean, we all hate goblins, but he really hates them. I've asked why, but he won't say. Should have listened to my instincts and sent him to another post.
Alright, on to the next location. That Dolmen's up. That'll be fine. We're not trying to complete Dolmen's.
Did you find a key? There must be one around here somewhere.
Here's the key.
Thank Kinnereth. I thought I'd get eaten by a goblin for sure. They debone you, then carve your thigh bones into flutes. It's true, I swear.
Dang it.
I'm
Said
getting
with a
out of
blade.
here.
I'm back with reinforcements, but I was too late to save the commander. Daedra, take it. Before he died, he said he'd sent you on a mission. I hope you succeeded.
I've got the totem he sent me after. What now?
Now, you've got to return that totem to the Stone Chewers. The Goblin camp is to the west, but I'm not sure where the totem belongs. If I were you, I'd ask that crazy scholar who lives near the camp. Nellic Starone. That's his name.
I'll see what I can do. Hello, Nillik.
So many tribes gone from High Rock. The rat farmers, the throat cutters, even the famous disembowelers. The stone chewers are really the last of the breed.
Any idea where I should return this totem to the goblins?
Search the caves. The totem needs to be restored to the goblin's shrine. If a shaman sees you, expect some kind of trouble. One of them knows a shape-changing spell, and he's got a wicked sense of humor.
Are you actually studying those goblins?
Indeed. Look how busy they are. Carving femur flutes, skinning Durzog puppies, disciplining their females. So misunderstood. Like us, yet unlike. The goblins live in a world apart, one I may never enter. I can only dream.
Well, my dude. Yeah, and he changed me into a goblin so I wouldn't be attacked by the other goblins on my way back.
Is it done? Has the totem been returned to the goblins?
Yes, Stone Shore Goblins tribe will no longer be a problem for your outpost.
Well done. You accomplished what we couldn't. Cumberland's watch is in your debt. We'll drive out the remaining goblins. But while we're doing that, Rama's just going to be getting farther away. Captain Rama has fled Cumberland's watch. His comrade's blood is on his hands. He must be brought to justice for his crimes.
Where's Rama gone? Do we have any leads?
One of my scouts saw Rama's cousin Harimal in the woods north of the watch. Rama and his cousin are tight. I'll bet he knows where Rama has fled to.
I'll find Rama and settle the score.
I hope you're watching. Bit of a warm-up.
Hello, stranger. If you're hungry, I've got extra.
Rama's got blood on his hands, a lot. Do you know where I can find him?
Rama's holed up in that cave over there. You don't want to tangle with him. He's meaner than a nest of vipers. He traded swords with me because his had lost its edge. If I were you, I'd just take this sword back to Watch Captain Ernard and say you killed him.
Well, I don't think there's anyone in the chat right now to vote. There may be. If anyone's on and wants to vote, this is your chance. I will give it until the 34-minute mark. Are we going to take back Rama's sword and say he's dead, or are we actually going to kill him? We'll give it to the 34-minute mark. If nobody votes, I will kill Rama for his crimes. Alright. I don't think anyone's gonna vote, so we're gonna go ahead and go and kill Rama, so. Oh, this is like an entrance of an alien ruins.
This is a fight now.
Die, goblin lover.
I wonder what his cousin's gonna say now that his cousin's not here anymore. His cousin left. He's right here. What do you gotta say?
Rama, dead. I can't believe it. I'm going to miss the old scoundrel.
Yeah, but he caused the death of all of his comrades. Can you really blame me for killing him? I mean, maybe you can, but you shouldn't.
Help us bring Rama to justice. He's responsible for this slaughter.
I tracked down Rama and killed him.
I don't rejoice at this news. Rama was a fine officer once. At least it is over. Thank you.
Okay, that's another location down. off to the next one.
I was tired of walking anyway.
Via Dolmen discovered.
Seen a breach by our waterfall. Or maybe a flight of very wet stairs? Stairs are a bit silly, eh? Why not just flip gravity and fall up?
I know where that... I know where the rift is for this one. It's up by a waterfall, but I'm gonna have to... It's gonna take me a minute to get to it. Wind Keep discovered. Go take care of this delve first. It's there's only 2 delves left. After this delve, we've just got the 1 delve left to go. See, we have 2 more streams in February. I'd like to be done with Stormhaven before the end of March starts, which Stormhaven was slotted for. Let's see, Vancouver. Actually, I think I've actually lost my lead. I think I'm behind now from where I wanted to be. Although to be honest, I've got 2 zones left after this, and they're still 4 months, so I have 2 zones in 4 months. I think we're gonna make it just fine to what I wanted to, which is have all the Daggerfall Covenant zones done prior to the High Isles launch.
Alright, don't cry for mummy.
Considering this is our 2nd stream of Stormhaven, I mean not our 2nd stream, it was our 2nd full stream of Stormhaven. So we did our first stream of Stormhaven was only a partial stream, and then last week was our first full stream, and we got really good progress. We're mainly doing side stuff this week. We're gonna try to get some main quest in, but mainly I'm gonna be adhering to getting some of the side quests out of the way.
Keep your guard up until you've got your footing.
Boss should be up momentarily. Yep.
I wasn't worried. Were you worried?
And with that, my work here is done. Unless there's a quest or something I'm not seeing one.
Get back, you fetcher!
Cumberland Falls, which is actually a place in the real world too. if you're not familiar with it. Cumberland Falls. It's actually not far from where I live. I mean, it's a pretty good distance still, but like it's a lot closer than other things are to it. And also Dutch Scale Calder Peak. Scale Calder Peak is hard.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers. You lead.
There it is. That's the last time breach in, I'm pretty sure that's the last time breach in, Stormhaven. Yep, last one in Stormhaven. The next 3 are in the Alakir Desert. So, we will not be doing any more time breaches for a few weeks yet. Okay, there's a quest down here somewhere. What's the problem of finding it? Speed this process up a little bit by getting
Let's ride.
There it is.
Please, you've got to help me. I mean, us. I mean the whole town. The Countess has gone crazy, and everyone's fighting about who should be in charge. She's the only one who can run this place. We need to help her.
What's wrong with the Countess?
I don't know, and if anyone would know, it would be me. I'm her manservant. The other day, she called all the servants up and dismissed us. Since then, she's been shut up in the house, refusing to leave. The whole town's talking about it.
No one else can take charge of Windkeep?
No. The Count died years ago, and she's been in charge ever since. Of course, every eligible man in Stormhaven has come calling, trying to court her. But she doesn't like them. Or hasn't married, at least. Please, can you just talk to her?
I'll talk to her.
I can't thank you enough. So many people in town just want to write her off. They're less worried about her welfare than they are about who should take authority of Windkeep.
Why is it called Windkeep?
Everyone asks that. King Afrin conquered Windkeep and renamed it Afrin's Hold, just to the south. The town kept the old name. It's a small place, but we do a fair amount of trade. The Countess is wealthier than most of her suitors.
Who are these suitors?
Yeah. The Countess has at least 5 different men who've been courting her. Not common folk like you and me, either. We're talking noblemen. People with lots of gold to throw around. They buy her some pretty fancy gifts.
What was that about Aspen's Hold, or Apron's Hold?
I wouldn't go near that place if I were you. They say it's haunted. Some other people came by asking about it recently. Haven't seen them since. So like I said, I wouldn't go there.
Who were these other people?
I don't know. They were all wearing the same types of clothes. Looked like some kind of Daedric cultists. All the more reason to stay away from Afrin's Hold, if you ask me.
Nope, we'll be going there next. After we deal with the problems in Windkeep. Interesting little factoid that I don't know if anyone will care. My main character, my Breton, Selena, her family actually comes from Windkeep. Like, her tribe, like the Nedic tribe that her family belonged to, was based in the area that's now known as Windkeep. They later moved to, they later moved to Alakir. Well, Selena's father moved to Alakir, while the rest of her family lived in Wayrest, and then she and her family came back to Wayrest eventually, where they were until they were killed by the Worm Cult while she was in Cold Harbor.
The lines on my face tell a sad story. The tale of a woman whose youth was stolen by circumstance. I was widowed even before I flowered. I did what I thought was right. I assumed the burden of leadership, but I paid for that choice. I paid dearly.
Mathis is worried about you.
Of course. Matthias is such a sweet boy, and he served me well. It's a pity that I no longer have need of his service. I've been so false, so empty. I have no right to be a countess. I can see that now in my reflection.
Matthias says that the Windkeep needs you.
Windkeep needs a real leader, not a little girl masquerading as a woman of authority. Don't you see how hollow I am? I'm a shell of a person. Just look in the mirror.
This mirror is not for your eyes. Look away. Go away. You look into the mirror, seeking answers. But there are no answers here for you. I am here for the Countess, and the Countess alone. You would be wise to be on your way.
What have you done to the Countess?
I have taken the Countess away, but it was with no animosity. The Countess you see before you is the reflection. The true Countess is in the mirror, and that is where she will stay.
Release her.
I will not. The mirror is the gift to her, but she is the gift to me. If you wish to release her, you'll have to pass through to the other side, into my domain. You shall find a warm welcome there.
Screw you, Spirit. I will find a way.
Enchanted saddle warmer? You're too generous, Sir Bryce. I don't go riding often these days, but I do appreciate the gesture.
So, does that mean you will consider my request for your hand?
You make it hard to resist your advances, but I don't want to rush into anything.
Perhaps you should tell him the truth, Elise. That you and I plan to sell the estate and elope to Somerset Isle.
Indeed I would, Eurelian, if that were truly the case. I'm afraid you gentlemen will have to excuse me now. Do you see? Do you see what I've become? Look at the reflection! I'm old, I'm fat, and sometimes Argonian. No one will ever admire
Excuse
me
me.
again.
As an Argonian, I take offense to this. That's not the real you, it's an illusion.
It's not? Are you sure? I don't want to go back to a world where I'm reviled. Where is Matthias? Why hasn't anyone come to help me?
I'm here to help you, Matthias sent me.
He did? How do you know Matthias? Never mind. Can you take me to him? Can we leave this terrible place?
Yes, come with me.
Whoever you are, I'm going to make sure you're well rewarded for this. Well, that was an adventure now, wasn't it? I'm fortunate that you came along. You certainly have my thanks. Where is Matthias? Where are the other servants?
Matthias said you dismissed all the servants.
I did? That's worse than I thought, then. I had absolutely no control over myself whatsoever. Or was that even me? I'm sorry, I'm not used to being compromised like this. But that only doubles my debt to you. My first order of business now will be to shatter that mirror into 1,000,000 pieces. Next, and possibly even more important, I need to find out which of my suitors gave me the accursed thing.
Why do you have so many suitors?
Greed. Plain and simple. Since the day my husband died, there's been a line of suitors, each with a more extravagant gift than the last. They want to buy me and my title.
But you've refused them all?
I certainly have. Why should I share my land, my bed, with such fobbing louts? Now one of my suitors apparently seeks to take me out of the picture. Matthias will know which suitor dropped off the mirror. Would you help me investigate this?
Yes, I'll talk to Matthias.
If you don't mind, please apologize to Matthias for me as well. Tell him I would have him and all the other servants return if they're willing. No more suitors, though. I'm done pretending. I have no intention of marrying again. Certainly not now.
Do you suspect any of your suitors specifically?
No, they're all equally shallow and untrustworthy. Sir Bryce and the Altmer Eurelian are the worst. It was probably one of those who gave me the mirror.
Tell me more about Sir Bryce.
Sir Bryce is a man of honor. A knight of the flame with what he claims is a passion to match. The poor man. Bryce believes his own falsehoods. He says he loves me, but if I were clothed in rags, I'd be invisible to him.
What about the Altmer?
He claims he was drawn across the leagues by my beauty, but the truth is that Eurelian is the disinherited son of some wealthy mage. Rather than a talent for magic, though, Eurelian has a talent for spending. He would have me be his bank.
How would he profit from your absence, though?
Oh, I'm sure that several of my suitors will have already suggested they take custody of the estate. Both Eurelian and Sir Bryce are likely trying to rally support so they can petition the king.
I doubt Emmerich would have sided with them, though, because he's way too smart for that. Alright.
This can't be happening. Not Matthias. He wouldn't have stomped on a diseased rat, let alone hurt a person.
What happened?
We were just standing here talking. He said you went in to talk to the Countess, so we were waiting. Then all of a sudden an arrow flew out of nowhere right into his chest. He was dead before he hit the ground.
Why would someone kill Matthias?
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with what happened to the Countess. Did you talk to her? What did she say? Is she all right?
Yes, but I need to know who gave her the mirror.
The mirror? Is that what was wrong with her? Oh goodness, Matthias would have known. I don't really know the suitors. Maybe it was Sir Bryce. Or that Altmer Eurelian. Probably the Altmer. He's shady. I'd check him first.
Can you tell me more about Eurelian?
I think he's from some rich family in the Aldmeri Dominion. All I've ever heard him talk about is gold. He even described the Countess's hair as strings of gold.
What about Sir Bryce?
Sir Bryce is really respectable. I don't know why the Countess isn't more receptive to him. He's a Knight of the Flame and everything. I think he would make a good husband. Of course, he's never even noticed me.
Aw. Poor Eileen. Time for some racial profiling. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna give you the third degree. Mary, get the thumb screws and the ball cuffs.
This blacksmith makes quite a bit of gold. I wonder how much he pays in taxes to the Countess.
Are you planning to demand more?
You mean, if I were the Count? I hoped for something like that, but my days of courting the Countess have come to an end. I've no gold left for gifts. Haven't been able to give her anything for weeks. She's already forgotten me.
So you didn't give her the mirror?
No, I'm afraid not. I couldn't afford to give her a flower. So it was a mirror that finally won her over. Maybe Sir Bryce or Rowleen Mounier was the lucky one. There is someone who would know for sure, but I'm sworn to secrecy.
Perhaps some gold would loosen your lips.
I suppose I'd be a fool to turn down such an opportunity. Very well, there's a young woman named Elaine who's obsessed with the Countess. What some might call a stalker. She'll know who presented the mirror. She's the one to ask.
Now look, that's not nice. Just because she has a girl crush does not necessarily mean she... Oh, no, she's hiding behind a rock. She's definitely a stalker.
Oh, it's you. I saw you leaving the Countess's house earlier. I don't mean to intrude, but I simply
Hey
have
Joe,
to
welcome to
ask,
the stream.
Are you yet another suitor come to seek her hand in marriage?
No, I'm not a suitor.
Oh, well then. I suppose you're an old friend of the Countess's. I don't want to pry, of course. But, well, I am curious. What exactly is your relationship with her?
I'm trying to find out who gave her a mirror.
The mirror? Matthias could have told you. Oh, but he was killed, wasn't he? Well, I don't mind telling you. It was actually a new suitor, but a strong contender. Tall, dark, handsome, very dignified. I heard his footmen call him Syrian.
Did you see where he went?
Well, I mean, I was curious, so... Yes, I followed him. He hiked up into the woods north of town. Kind of peculiar, honestly. So, can you tell me what this is all about? I'm dying to know.
The mirror was cursed.
Cursed? Mara's mercy! That's terrible! I guess you're going after Syrian, then. Is the Countess all right? Never mind. You have work to do. Go on. This is getting good. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, so she may be a stalker, but she probably definitely has a crush on the Countess. And if watching Miraculous Ladybug has taught me anything, that sometimes people act like crazy stalkers, and in fact are crazy stalkers, but it's cute because for some reason crushing on somebody makes you a stalker? I don't really get the logic behind it, I'm sorry. I'm not convinced. Oh no, Elin.
Oh, praise the aid, it's you. Quick, untie me.
How did you end up here?
The Countess was so sad about Matthias. She sent me to get flowers for his funeral. But on the way, one of these crazy cultists snuck up and just grabbed me. He dragged me back here and they asked me all these questions.
What was it they were after?
This whole thing. The mirror. It wasn't the suitors. These cultists wanted to get rid of the Countess so they can take over the town. They forced me to talk. I think they're planning to kill the Countess at the funeral. You have to go stop them.
Yes, let's go. I'll untie you. Our work is never done.
Have you come to pay your respects? That's very kind of you. Matthias was such... He was good to me. Better than I did. Oh no.
Wait, what happened?
That must be them. Please, you have to protect me.
You lead.
Oh, somebody else started the event. Because they started the event, now I have to start it too. Man, I wasn't done talking to her.
Purity of the Daggerfall Covenant. Raymond got what he deserved.
It looks clear now. Hurry. Meet me back at the manse.
But I am pretty sure the Countess was sleeping with Matthias.
It seems you wound up saving me twice. I wish I knew a proper way to express my level of gratitude.
I'm just glad you're safe now.
Whoever these supernal dreamers are, they are cunning and clearly willing to go to great lengths to achieve their goals. I'm happy to be alive, and I'm also glad to know you stopped them cold. This has all been such an ordeal. I feel like there's so much to do now that it's over.
What do you plan to do now?
Well, I want to go back to the graveyard and pay proper respects to my poor, sweet Matthias. And I suppose I must say something to my suitors. Speaking of which, I'm sorry you had to talk to them before. I know that must have been painful.
I want to ask about Matthias.
You wanted to know if we were lovers? Yes, we were. No point in hiding it now. I think I loved him. It felt like it was just a game. Only now do I realize how wonderful he really was. Better than my suitors, at least.
Indeed, I hope you find someone better.
I think it's probably best if I just stop pretending. I have no intention of marrying again, and I should stop playing these games. You helped me realize that.
Alright, we are done in Windkeep. We are on to the next location. Oh, that's a thief's trove, not a lore book. No, I already have the sky shard here. When did I grab the sky shard for here? I have no idea.
Hail! Are you going up? Your timing is impeccable. I'm on a critical mission for the Mages Guild, and I need assistance. These ruins contain a powerful relic, King Afrin's sword. With all the chaos in this region, the ogres, these cultists, the sword is not safe.
So you're here to reclaim the sword?
You're smarter than you look. Yes.
Mm.
I need to bring King Afrin's sword back to Wayrest. The supernal dreamers got here first, but it's actually a good thing. Their meddling awakened the spirits of this place, who killed every last one of them.
But now the cult spirits are blocking you?
Right again. Complicating matters further, King Afrin's sword was shattered into 3 parts. Legend says it can only be reforged in King Afrin's tomb. If you're brave enough to find the pieces and get them reforged, there will be a reward.
I'll get the sword.
I'm actually jealous, you know. I've always wanted to see the ruins of King Afrin's hold. All the stories I've heard about the sword, the hold, the king himself. I'd go along, but I have no stomach for fighting the spirits of the dead.
How do I find the parts and reforge the sword?
My research suggests the 3 parts of the sword, the blade, the hilt, and the pommel, can be found in the 3 towers within the hold. Only King Afrin's spirit can reforge the sword. You must take the pieces into the king's tomb.
I'd like to hear more about the history of King Afrin.
There are books about the subject, you know. We don't have time for a history lesson. To summarize, Afrin was a ruthless merchant king early in the First Era. He conquered many of his neighbors, quite infamous.
What about the hold itself?
There are no specific records of what occurred here, only vague references. King Afrin allegedly spent all his time at war. While he was away, his enemies apparently attacked Afrin's hold and killed everyone. The king himself died soon after.
What's so special about the sword?
King Afrin's sword was sacred. He never let anyone else touch it. We don't know how it was shattered or even if it really has magical properties. It certainly sounds like it's worth studying, though.
So how do these spirits still haunt the ruins? Or why did spirits haunt the ruins?
That was a surprise. I was told it was a quiet place. I presume it was the supernal dreamers who disturbed the dead. Perhaps because they sought the sword, or perhaps they were only trespassing. Either way, they're all dead.
How do I find the parts? And oh, we already asked that. Okay.
All right, looks quite the mummy.
Oof. I was a frosty lizard there for a second.
I never used to fight this much until I met you.
Careful.
That sword. You loved it more than you ever loved me.
Well, family drama is always a...
Roll if you can! I really don't like your odds.
When they came, they took us into the courtyard. I thought you would rescue us. Where were you?
Alright.
Why, Father? Why did you abandon us? Why did you let us die?
Wait, what was that? Storm Talon Temple? I don't think I'm familiar with this. Oh, this is one of the Dragon Guard locations. Okay, now I know what this is. Never mind. That's why I have the Sky Shirt here. We came here when I was doing the prologue quest for the Dragon Guard. Okay, that makes more sense. I was really at a loss there for a second. I'm like, I don't remember there being a thing here. It's like, but there, yeah. Now I'm on the same page.
Off we go.
Man, Austin would have a freaking heart attack in this place. Excuse me.
Don't let them throw you around like that.
These are sacred grounds. My sacred grounds. They are not meant for the living. Are you the one who disturbs our rest?
I have the pieces of your sword.
Where did you get those? Those are mine. None may touch those save for me. That blade, that hilt, that pommel. To hold them again. Please, give them to me.
Alright, we have a choice here. We can say, here, take them, or no, the sword is mine now. He can fix it. He can put it back together, yes. Okay, here, take them.
Ah, yes, my precious sword. To wield it again would feel so good. I should never have shattered it. I must make it whole again. I must. Why do you have these? What did you want with them?
A mage asked me to bring in the pieces.
It matters not. All that matters now is that I might restore it and hold it once again. There. The sword is whole again. It feels wrong, though. All wrong.
Why does it feel wrong?
Because it was my obsession with this weapon, and the war I waged with it that ruined all that I loved. My sweet daughter. While I fought to subjugate my neighbors, I left her here. They killed her, but it was my fault.
Princess Mira, I saw her spirit in the ruins.
Mira? You saw my Mira? My poor sweet child. I wronged her so. I worried that her spirit would not rest. I wanted to seek her out. I have been unable to enter her tomb, though.
You want to make amends?
I did. Since the day I discovered what had happened, all I wanted was to beg her forgiveness. Even more than I wanted this damn sword. Perhaps now, though, perhaps I can make amends. Perhaps I can show her how sorry I am.
How would you do that?
You can help me. You can show her. You can tell her how sorry I am. If she sees the sword, maybe she will understand. Please, I beg you, give my daughter the sword.
I could do that for you. I already promised the mage outside the ruins.
Yes, please do. Here, take it. Perhaps it will allow her to rest. Perhaps it will allow me to rest.
Alright, so we can either take the sword to his daughter and make peace with her, or we can take the sword to the mage who asked me to pick it up.
Get back, you fetcher!
We're gonna go ahead and make peace with the daughter.
I should curse you, mortal, for disturbing our rest, but my spirit has never been at peace. I've walked these ruins for centuries, cursing the king's name. My father in name, but never in action. He left me here to die.
Your father wants to make amends.
Actions speak louder than words. My father was always quick to make promises. But in the end, when it mattered, he was away at war when I needed him most. An apology can't change that.
He wanted me to give you his sword.
His sword? His most prized possession? His most sacred treasure? He never even let anyone touch it. Is this how he hopes to find redemption? Give it to me. I would like nothing more than to destroy it.
Here, take it.
Thank you. His connection to the sword is so strong, I can sense his energy. I remember there was a time when I was a little girl and he made me feel safe. I could at least speak to him, I suppose.
I would give it all, Mira. The sword, the keep, the kingdom. All of it for you.
I forgive you, Father.
My sword is again broken, but this time for good, and for good purpose. She has forgiven me. You have healed a wound that was centuries old.
I'm glad I could bring peace to you both.
Even the greatest empire is a desolate domain without the ones you love. I never learned that lesson in life, but I hope you have. May the Eight be with you, young traveler.
Great. We're off to the next location. And then after this, it's back to the main story. After this next location, we're back into the main story. Excuse me, sorry.
Thanks for asking.
Excuse me again. Excuse me a third time.
Off we go.
Look at you! I can tell by the look of you you're traveling around, meeting people, seeing new places. That's the life I'm going back to. This plantation is doomed and my days here are done.
Why do you say it's doomed?
It's just been bad luck and lately, pure madness. Last week the Iron Hand ogres attacked. They broke the levee, pillaged the place. The orcs drove them back, but that was just the beginning. Now bandits are looting everything we have left.
Who's we?
That's the thing. It was my adventuring band that founded this plantation. The mage Drodara put up the gold, but we all decided to retire here. Bad idea. I just want to leave now, but the bandits are holding my companions. They need help.
I can help them.
What a relief. I wouldn't have been comfortable just abandoning my companions, but if you're going to help them, that frees me up. And let me tell you, it feels good. I'm just not the settling down type. I know that now.
You're not going to wait for your companions?
Nah, they might want to stay, but I just can't deal with all that. We made a good go of it here, but I need to move on now. Spend some time alone. It's a shame, because we made quite the team back in our younger days.
Tell me about your companions.
There's me, Jan, the thief. Then there's Drodara, our magic user, the brains of the team. The brawn came from our fighter, Narstig, and then there was our cleric, Murkwatcher. She's really a shaman, but we called her cleric back then.
So they kind of had like a Dungeons and Dragons party theme going on. The thief, the warrior, the mage, the cleric. That's a pretty balanced part. That is the balanced party, like the iconic party, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Joe? How long have you guys been retired?
I guess our team does sound a bit quaint these days, doesn't it? Drodara first suggested we retire about 20 years ago, but it was 10 years later before we actually settled down here.
They've been here for 10 years? So does Drodara own the plantation?
Technically, yes. He originally put up all the gold to build the place out and hire the workers. Drodara gave the rest of us a 20% share each. It's all pretty much worthless now.
That was very nice of him. Pay for the whole thing and then put it up at 20 share each. Where are the workers now?
Well, they either drowned when the ogres broke the levees, or they fled, or the bandits have probably killed them now. I didn't see anyone left when I was sneaking away, except my companions, and the bandits have them tied up.
Well, just a lot of bad luck really quickly. I do appreciate the D&D reference, though.
I hope you're watching.
Ah, this is their fighter.
You fight well. Thank you for freeing me, friend.
Surprise, surprise, they have a Nord fighter. You have to be careful, there are crocodiles down here. See, look at that. They should be alligators, but they're crocodiles for some reason. This is the cleric, Mark the Watcher.
Thanks to you, young one. I will find my own escape now.
And here's their mage. It's a Khajiit.
This one thanks you, stranger. Please, come to meet in the storehouse. Rodara's companions. Friends. Banji bandits would have tied them up like this one. You found them. You freed them, yes?
Yes, they're all safe.
Oh, this is good. Relieves Rodara greatly. Many years we traveled together, and many years we worked to make this plantation profitable. Rodara can abandon plantation. Good friends, he cannot. So, our sweet Breton sister has departed. So considerate. Bah. Jan always planned to return to the road. This one is not surprised she left. Wish her well. Perhaps this is the way for Drodara also.
You're going to abandon the plantation?
Why? Is this not what Drodara retired for? Ogres, floods, crocodiles, and bandits? So fun. Would you stay? Probably not. Drodara thinks maybe adventuring life is easier after all. Might need help convincing his other friends to leave, though.
I could talk to them for you.
Ah, this one would be most grateful. After so many years, Drodara just doesn't have the heart to break everyone's dreams. You could talk to Narstig? He'll have better listening if it comes from you anyways.
I'll go talk to him.
It was a boon from Bandar that you happened along. Was it Jan who asked you to help Drodara and the others?
Yes, she thinks the plantation is doomed.
She has shared those feelings many times over the years. After the events of the last few days, Drodara thinks she might be right. Perhaps retirement is just a bad idea.
Will you miss Jane?
Of course. Jan will always be a good friend. Still has wildness in her blood, though. Drodara understands that she needs to roam some. Perhaps she will join us when her legs grow weary.
You have no interest in trying to rebuild?
Drodara is old, and working a farm is hard, especially if starting over. Like Jan, Drodara also misses life of adventure. If you can convince Narstig and Murkwatcher to leave, this is what Drodara would prefer.
Jan said you used to be a mage.
Yes, this one was a member of the Mages Guild in good standing for many years. I was tired of casting spells, though. Drodara wanted to settle down and rest. But maybe that just wasn't the fate Riddlefar has seen for him.
Alright, I'm gonna head out and try to find your friend. There were two Miri standing inside of each other. That wasn't weird at all.
Ah, the young adventurer again. You remind me of the old days. So many stories I could tell. But you'll want to be leaving, of course. Well, we might be heading out too. Jan might be right about a curse here. Speaking of Jan, have you seen her?
Jan left. Drodara thinks you should all leave too.
He does? Imagine that. I was trying to think of how to convince him. That settles it then. If we're hitting the road, though, I'll need my old gear. Recovering it will be easier said than done.
Is there some way I can help?
There is. If I had my armor, my helm, and my axe, I'd do it myself. But that's the thing. When we retired here, I buried all my adventuring gear out by the levee. Would you be willing to go out and get it for me?
I'll get your gear. Wait here.
More I think about it, more I wonder why we stayed here this long. A true Nord dies with his axe in hand, not a pitchfork. Besides, this is more swamp now than farm. We spent years building that levee. Damn ogres!
I'm sure that was very upsetting. Why did the ogres break the levee?
I suppose they were thinking just to leave destruction in their wake. Even if they had sacked Wayrest, it's not like they planned to settle in these parts.
That's fair. But dang, to do so much damage to the levee, that was just really rude. Crocodile! Well, we got his helm. It's funny this is considered salt water, not swamp water. That's interesting. Oh wait, that's another player.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
I thought that was an NPC for a second. Like an enemy. The dolmen popping off.
Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Now there's a sight for some sore old eyes. Oh, I miss this stuff. You've done me a great favor by getting it back.
I'm glad I could help.
Probably doesn't look like much to you. But this helm and armor withstood the blows of the Orc warlord Noctul, a Nord killer at Faron. This axe lopped off that monster's misshapen head. I'll drink to those days, and more of them to come.
Complete quest.
Murkwatcher has aged much in these last few years. She often seems confused about where she is. She can be incredibly stubborn, too. Perhaps you could approach her about leaving.
I'll talk to Murkwatcher. Before we do, though, I'm going to take my break. I will be right back. Okay, I returned. It's definitely easier to wear this headset after the haircut I had yesterday. Hey, Murkwatcher.
Many drowned when the levees were broken. Others were eaten by the crocodiles. It's not the beasts' fault, though. It is their nature to hunt. Their spirits sing a song my heart hears. It is the song of the crocodile.
Yeah, the other two are leaving.
I know. It is natural for them to now return to a life of adventure. But not so for me. I must follow another path. All my life, I have harbored a secret.
I will be right back, I'm sorry.
And seek adventure, but now I must face my inner truth.
Okay, sorry about that. My mom needed My mom needed to get a pen from my phone because she's helping me with my taxes. So, let's see. What is this inner truth?
That I am not an Argonian. I am a crocodile. This lifetime, I have borrowed the form of another, but my true form is calling me home. I must return to the river.
I mean, she could be a were-crocodile. That is actually a legitimate possibility. She could be a were-crocodile, but Vasir is currently expressing concern. I think you should leave with the others.
I could not, even if I wanted to. I am older than they. I would not survive more than a few days out there. I have seen the future in the waters, and I must remain here. Here at the end of my life. I must face the truth for the first time.
What truth must you face?
That I am not an Argonian.
Are you feeling alright?
No, I am not. I never have. My entire life, I have felt like a crocodile out of water. Literally. I am old now, and this body is dying. If I become a crocodile, I can start anew. Live the life I was meant to live.
How can you become a crocodile?
There is a way. An incantation. The crocodile song. I was never taught it, but I have known it my whole life. One song must end for another to begin. There is an old crocodile here, Ripple Strike. With his heart, I can sing the song.
I'll get you his heart. This heart.
Thank you. The river has truly guided you here for this purpose. Take this charm. Place it near Ripple Strike's nest. He will not be able to resist the call. He will come out, and then you can kill him.
As a fellow Argonian, I'm mildly concerned about this. Man, he's a big alligator. Or he's a big crocodile.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Ripple Strike no longer sings. Have you taken his heart? Hurry! We must move quickly if we are to renew the song.
Yes, I have his heart.
Here then, I will begin the incantation. I would ask you to help me in this one last thing before I return to the river.
What would you ask?
Join me in vengeance. These bandits have destroyed what's left of my home. I would begin my next life by avenging my previous one, but I will need you to guide me. I wish to kill their leader.
Why do you need me to guide you?
When I become a crocodile, I will forget this life. If I fight beside you, I can keep my focus, at least for a little while. I have made the preparations. Eating the heart is the last step. Fight with me before I am gone forever. Are you ready?
I'm ready. What's next?
Though my mind may not recall the favor you have done for me, my spirit will. And the river. The river never forgets. This charm will keep me close. If we are parted, use it, and I will come. When our task is done, tell Drodara of my fate.
I will. Good luck to you, Merc Watcher. Vengeful crocodile. Come, vengeful crocodile. You know, I feel a little bit sad because she's chosen this as her fate instead of rejoining the Hiss to be born again as a new Argonian. Well, I mean, it's her choice to make, but at the same point, it's like she is now forever outside of the cycle of resurrection. Surprise!
I guess this is a fight metal. Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homages.
Well, she did it. She became a crocodile. The crazy old lizard did it.
Narstig told me what you have done for Murkwatcher. Though this seemed dangerously unnatural to Drodara, there is no point in questioning it now.
Her last wish was to kill the bandit leader.
Though Drodara is sad to see Murkwatcher leave us, he is happy to know this evil man is dead. Perhaps someday this plantation may flourish again. Not by Drodara's hand, though. Narstig and I are leaving. Goodbye. And thank you.
I like it. I'm just afraid he wouldn't survive. Right, now!
Alright, back to the main story. I'm gonna go a couple extra minutes today since I got interrupted. So we'll go a couple extra minutes on the stream today than I normally do to make up for it. Fisherman's Island discovered, and then it's off to Wayrest. Lore book discovered. Let's see, we want to go over here. Man, that would be a nice place to live, but that would be a nice place to live, but it's like it's expensive, and honestly, there's other houses I'd rather get first.
Someone told me that
like the
Gloria
Eleanor
Forster gave her
townhouse
life to cure
in
Duke Sebastian of
in
the
Eleanor,
werewolf's curse.
Somerset. Oh, I have a quest to turn in here. We should go do that first. Excuse me. That looks like a very hard to build bridge.
What do you want?
I came in with a message from your brother.
What? That can't be. Being a bandit was supposed to be full of excitement and adventure. If you have this...
I'll be right back, sorry.
Then he must have really said that. I need some time alone to think.
You know, I don't mean to fuss, but I don't even count myself as a dependent. Like, I don't even, like, I pay the maximum amount in taxes every single paycheck during the year. And Kentucky State still charged me $24 for taxes this year, saying that I owe the state of Kentucky $24. $14 for filing, mind you, and $10 is what I owe. I don't get any money back from the state of Kentucky. I am paying them money, despite paying them back the maximum amount of money all year long, and not even keep saving any of that money back. See, what happens is like, I don't know if this is the same in England or not. I don't know how taxes work over there. But in America, when you go to set up your payments and stuff, you can put down how many dependents you have. You know, and one thing you can do is you can count yourself as a dependent, and you get to save a little bit of extra money each paycheck. And but then you typically owe more to the government during tax season. I claim 0 dependents. I don't even count myself as a dependent. I give the maximum amount of money back to the government every paycheck, and they're still charging me money for my state taxes. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, if you're not even saving money as like for yourself as a dependent, you shouldn't have to pay anything. Like, and it's gotten worse. Like, there was a time when I used to get like $30 back from state, like, and which would cover my filing charge and a little bit more extra. But now it's like I'm not even like last year I owed like $5 I think, and this year now I owe $10. So who knows? Maybe in a few years I'm gonna owe like $100 to state, despite not save. Sorry, I don't mean to get so frustrated about this. It just seems really unfair. Anyways, let's get back on topic and get back to the Elder Scrolls Online. Hi, King Imric.
Ah, you've come from Pariah Abbey, haven't you? Don't worry about giving me the bad news. I'm already expecting the worst.
The Dream Shard has been stolen by the Midnight Union.
Really? I heard rumors of chaos at the Abbey, but I had hoped they weren't true. The Midnight Union's never really been a problem. I mean, sure, they engage in a little smuggling and gambling, but this, it just doesn't make sense.
What do you think we should do?
Well, we need to go straight to the source. The Midnight Union.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
The approval of Count Hosni at Tura. I can't imagine him being behind this, but one never knows. Hosni has a walled estate on the shore to the west of here.
Hopefully there will not be another phone call. So let's finish up, and I'm going to go an extra half an hour because I've lost quite a bit of time on this stream, so we're going to go until 3 hours instead of 2.5 hours like normal. So how do I get in?
Strangely enough, the man has apparently chosen this same time to have a betrothal celebration, and I happen to have an invitation I won't be using. Go in my stead and talk to Hosni. Find out if he knows anything about the Dream Shard.
Alright, I'm on it. Your Majesties, Queen Mayara and King Imric. Oh, was that Duke Sebastian? Oh, hey, General Goudier.
My savior, my greetings and blessings upon you.
Hello, Duke. How are you?
I would be lying if I told you I didn't have the occasional urge to howl at the moon. But nocturnal indiscretions aside, I feel quite good considering my former affliction.
What are you and the General doing here?
We have come to request the aid of the High King. Camlorn is recovering slowly, but our forces are much depleted after the siege of the city. I don't have to tell you that, surely.
Oh, of course, because the werewolves.
And so your journey brings us together again. I was wondering if I might encounter you during my trip back to Wayrest.
Hello, General. How's the rebuilding of Camlorn?
Slowly. I returned to Wayrest to request additional supplies and men from the king. But it appears things aren't entirely peaceful at home.
So what now?
So I'm stuck until resources free up. That or I go back to Aldcroft with my helmet in my hand.
That wouldn't be a good idea now. We're going at the Atura Estate, which is the base of the Midnight Union. I really hope it doesn't get... The reason why I got called the second time is because it was requiring my ID to do the state, well, to do the taxes, and my ID is expired. So there's a chance it could get rejected, so I really hope it doesn't get rejected, but Mom said she would text me if that happened, and we'll figure out what to do if it does. I just really hope it doesn't, because it's a pain in the butt right now to get anything done, and especially like renewing identification cards because of COVID restrictions and stuff. It's not easy renewing stuff like that. Normally it would be a simple matter of just going to the county clerk's office, handing them my old card, getting my photo taken, and boom, I got a new card. But unfortunately that's not the case anymore, so. Talk to a gate guard at the Atura Estate. You know what? We're going into a fancy party. Let's put on a fancy suit.
What would you like to talk about?
Hold on, Mary.
If you want.
Collectibles, appearance, costume. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got this new outfit for me to wear, so I'll put it on another time. I need to dye your outfit, Mary, because I keep forgetting to do that.
Count Hosni is in residence, but no one gets into the party without an invitation.
I have an invitation.
Let me see. Ah, this is a platinum-level invite. The Count says you get to come and go as you please. That's more leeway than he usually gives his guests these days.
Where can I find Count Holtseat?
He's in the manor with his betrothed, Lady Edema. Tonight's festivities have already resulted in 4 deaths. Better hurry.
Tonight's festivities have resulted in 4 deaths? What kind of festivities results in that many deaths? Hey guys, we're doing hatchet juggling. What? Lessons? Lessons in hatchet juggling? Shh. If you lose a limb, it's fine.
Well, an unfamiliar face. I'm certain I didn't invite you. What's your business here?
Count Hosni. We haven't met, but from what I hear, you could use someone like me at your side.
Is that so? We'll see. Tell you what, I've got a task that needs doing, but it might get ugly. Take care of it for me, and you're in. Now, let's see. I gather you want a piece of the Midnight Union's action. As for me, I have a family situation that needs to be sorted out. That's where it might get ugly.
What do you need me to do?
I want you to get the family signet ring. My father refuses to hand it over, in protest at my involvement with Edema. That ring should be my engagement gift. That and all it bestows. Get it for me, and I'll give you whatever you ask.
Where's your father?
I've put him for safekeeping in the guest house across the courtyard. I'd welcome him at our celebration, but he spurns us. Even a son can stand only so much.
I'll ask him for the ring.
See that you succeed. My beloved doesn't like failure, and insists that I punish it severely.
This is an unusual betrothal party.
My betrothed is an unusual woman. She challenges me, drives me to excel. She guides and strengthens me. And I find I've acquired her stimulating taste for bloodshed. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her.
That's highly suspicious.
I know you. You're the meddler from Pariah Abbey. I don't care, so long as you amuse us more than the other guests. Quite frankly, they're gutless and feeble.
I thought I was invited to help celebrate your betrothal.
And so we shall, in our own special way. But first, I believe Count Hosni has some tasks for you.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
What is it?
Did my son send you? Or are you just one of his feckless, doomed guests?
Well, he sent me for the signet ring.
Really? Did he tell you why he wants it? The signet proves ownership of our estate. Once he has the ring, my wife and I can be disposed of. So what did he buy you with?
Hosni's stolen a relic that's called the Dream Shard. I intend to get it from him.
So the story is true then? Well, I hope you succeed, but not at the cost of our lives. Hosni only spares me because I've hidden the ring. If he kills me, he'll never find it. But I fear his next step will be to threaten my wife, Sorali.
Threaten your wife, can't you protect her?
Hosni has separated us. He's put Sorali in the summer house above the beach. Go there. Make sure she's safe. And tell her about the Dream Shard. She and Hosni were quite close. If anyone would know where he'd keep such a relic, it's Sorali.
Where's the summer house exactly?
Turn right outside my door and go to the west gate. Then just follow the path along the bluff to the summer house.
How do I know you're telling me the truth?
You'll just have to trust your instincts. I think you know the difference between an honest man and one who's gone mad. You want the Dream Shard. I want to know my wife is safe. Let's help each other.
All right. Well, the fact that there's some supernal recruits outside the summer house is not a good sign. Oh, but she's okay.
Keep out, you supernal brutes. Remember what happened the last time you tried to sneak in? I may be old, but my stiletto is still sharp.
Rihad sent me to help you.
Thank the Eight. I've been so worried since Hosni separated us. And now those supernal dreamers outside are threatening me. Though it could be that Hosni just sent them to intimidate me.
You think Hosni is connected to the supernal dreamers?
I do. And I think that so-called Lady Edema is to blame. I'm certain she's why he's threatening Rihad and me. And I'd wager she's putting him up to even worse.
Evidence suggests they stole the Dream Shard from the Pariah Abbey.
He did that? Then he's taken High Rock's main defense against Vermina's cultists. Oh, Adema's behind it all right. If only we could prove it.
What good would that do?
If Hosni stole the Dream Shard, he did it for Adema. And if so, he'll never give it to you. And you are here to recover the Dream Shard, aren't you? If you help me clear Hosni's name, I'll help you get it.
Complete quest.
I need evidence that Adema is controlling Hosni. Proof that her Daedric influence brought the supernal dreamers here. I have a plan.
What kind of evidence are you looking for?
There must be some form of communication between her and the supernals. If you can find, say, letters from the cult to Adema, I could use them to clear Hosni's name when this is all over. I suggest searching their camp on the beach.
I'll see what I can find.
Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The supernals arrived by boat. Search there first.
What do you know about Lady Adema?
It's mostly guesswork, but informed guesswork. I had an aunt who briefly joined the Supernal Dreamers, so I heard the rhetoric. When Adema showed up, her talk about achieving one's dreams immediately made me suspicious.
How did she win your son's affections?
Alchemy. She gives him potions that put him into dreaming sleep, then visits his dreams, seduces him. The worst of it is, he's been betrothed to a good woman, Sister Sophia, a spirit warden. Adema made Hosni drop her. Poor girl.
He was going to marry a spirit warden. That's interesting. That's unfortunate.
Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The supernals arrived by boat. Search there first.
Let's see. Well, there's just no need for the party outfits anymore.
Feeling...
I want to try something on myself, actually. Just to see what it looks like before I actually decide to, like, color it and wear it on a daily basis. Maybe while I'm in Black Marsh. I just don't see me wearing this on a day-to-day basis. So I didn't know Reewish was so muscular.
They're coming for us.
Go in sneaky lizard mode. Sneaky lizard time. I'm a sneaky lizard. Wait, why is it leading me outside the gates? Ooh, earned a champion point. Very nice. Up to 1731. Still got a long way to go till we reach the cap.
Off with you, switch!
Well, at least you're still alive. Did you manage to find any evidence that will help exonerate Hosni?
I found these letters.
Mara's heart. This is exactly what we needed. With this in hand, my husband and I can escape this place and go to seek help. I have one final favor to ask.
Complete quest.
I've been thinking about the Dream Shard and what I know about the Vermina cult. Hosni spends long periods asleep these days. I think Adema is using the relic to control Hosni through his dreams.
Do you know how to free him?
Adema's been giving my son potions. If you can figure out which one puts him into dreaming sleep, and take some yourself, I think you'll be able to enter his dreams as she does. Talk to Hosni's bard, Disdain. He's in on all Hosni's secrets.
Alright, I'll find out what the bard knows.
There must be some way to get through to Hosni.
Where can I find the bard?
He often plays in the courtyard garden. Disdain's a maggot, but he's close with Hosni. He's smart and he's no coward, so watch yourself.
We should drink to something. If you want me to play something for you, you'll just have to wait your turn.
I'll wager you can tell me about the Count Hosini's sleeping potions.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Take a walk.
A bard needs a patron. If I'm going to save Count Hosini from Adema, I need to know what you know.
I've seen Hosni worship at a shrine to Vermina, and then take a sleeping brew. So check the shrine. The rest is on you.
That's not good enough. I can't decide whether to break your lute or your fingers. Tell me more.
I think you're trying to intimidate me. Here's a bardly riddle. If what's right is wrong, then what's left is right. And that's all you'll get from me.
Take your harp and run it over your head. Okay, what's right is wrong, and what's left is right. So the left potion is wrong, so the center potion. Nope, that's not correct. So what's right is wrong, and what's left is right. So the right potion... What's if... So it was the left potion. If right is wrong... But if right is wrong, but if left is right... But that would mean... wouldn't that mean... Nope, that was the... Left was the right potion. So I guess I overthought it too much. I guess. Dream.
You have entered my son's dream. Some uncorrupted part of him has sent me to tell you what you need to know.
Am I dreaming then as well?
Yes, but the dream is Hosni's. Somewhere in this dream is the omen of blood, the demon from Quagmire that drives him to madness. You must find the omen and slay it.
How can I kill the omen if this is only a dream?
That which lives in dreams can be slain in dreams. If you kill Vermina's omen in Hosni's dream, it will be ejected from our world forever, and my son will be free.
And I don't know about forever. It's impossible to completely remove Daedra. You can dislodge them temporarily, but never fully destroy them.
Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, there was a spark between Sophia and I, but she doesn't hold a candle to you.
Poor Sophia. Hopefully he can make it up to her.
There is another woman. You can't compare to her. It's over. There is another woman. You can't compare to her. It's over.
Oh, Hosni. How can you be so cruel?
Cruel? Now that I see you clearly, it's a wonder I'm so lenient. Be gone.
Durak is weak. The shard should be ours.
Stealing from Durak will be as easy as stealing a sweet roll from a baby.
Do you seek death? You found it.
I knew it. She was the element of bloodlust.
Mistress, I failed you.
Yeah, Romina will not be pleased about this one. Alright, I've reacquired the Dream Shard.
My betrothed lies dead before me, but all I can feel is relief.
You were controlled by one of Vermina's omen spirits.
I watched from a dream as a nightmarish reflection of myself committed mad crimes of blood. I killed so many, I threatened my own parents. Righting the wrongs I did here will take years, but thanks to you, I can at least start. I have to repair the damage I've done. The first thing I'll do is order my guards to drive the supernal dreamers from our shore. Then I'll send for my parents.
Do you need help?
You have more urgent work to do. The Dream Shard must be returned to Abadurak at Pariah Abbey. I sense that Vermina's not yet done with Stormhaven. The Spirit Wardens will need the Shard to oppose her.
I'll take care of it. I hate to do this, but I'm going to take one more bathroom break and then we'll finish up that last half an hour of the stream. I'll be right back. Okay, I return. Thank you for... We are going to finish up the last half an hour of our stream. And I just got a text message saying that my federal tax was accepted, so now I just have to make sure that the state tax goes through. And as long as that goes through, we are good to go. Oh, hey, it's another lore book. The Tower of Adma. I'm definitely going to have to read that book eventually. Yeah, but now that it's tax season, I'm getting slammed with advertisements for the tax services. So, I mean, that's still going to be going on for months at this point. It's nice though when you get to see something else as an advertisement instead of just like TurboTax or the free Intuit tax thing.
Ah, it's you.
I have the dream shard.
As I had foreseen, it is gratifying to have one's foresights proven true. Well done.
What should we do now?
You should have the honor of returning the dream shard to its place on Azura's statue. Please see that it is properly returned. Then we can talk about what comes after.
Lady Azura, I return the dream shard to you.
Thank you, mortal. I had my doubts, but it seems the abbot's faith in you was well placed. I will watch you more closely from now on.
But Azura, I've already worked with you before. We went to, remember? Ah, well, whatever. It doesn't matter.
You have triumphed. The threat of Hosnia Tora's Midnight Union is quelled, and we can return to watching and warding.
What of Vermina? Are we free of her schemes?
Not yet, but you've brought us a great victory. Vermina's immediate threat has been foiled. And now, we'd like you to have this. The other wardens and I infused our power into a mighty weapon to aid you in your fight. Returning the Dream Shard to its rightful place is no small victory, but Vermina attacks on several fronts. I kept this quiet, but Azura warned me. There is another omen.
Another omen in Stormhaven?
Yes. Menevia is secure, but Vermina's dark influence now seeps into the eastern region of Gavadon. Azura's shrine there has been desecrated. It's the Supernal Dreamers again. I'm sure of it.
Then we should go there and stop them.
I'm glad you're in this with me. We must stop the Dreamers, and if there is another omen, we must destroy it. I leave now for Shinji's Scarp in Gavadon. I want you there too, but first, I need you to warn High King Emmerich.
I'll go inform King Emmerich of the danger. Another omen. Let's see. We have 6 more main quests. We're actually on the 6th one though, so there's only 5 more after this quest. 1 delve, 1 way shrine, 3 major locations, 1 striking locale, the public dungeon, which is not done yet. I'll do that last probably. 5 sky shards, 1 in the public dungeon, 1 in the delve. So there's 4 over land. No, there's 2. There's 3 over land. Sorry. And of course, lore books and dolmens I'm not going to worry about. Before we go talk to King Emmerich, I'm going to go ahead and do the quest in the little area right next to Wayrest. So we'll go do the, it's like right about, here. So, actually, no point in even jumping. And a partridge and a pear.
Let's ride!
Here we go, there's the quest. I was thinking, oh, there's 2 quests here. Constable.
We're under attack.
Calm down, what's going on here?
Word came in the Dreg were attacking the district of Dregside. Sergeant Stajin led us out of Wayrest to investigate. We found Dreg attacking citizens, and citizens fighting back. Madness.
I'll talk to your sergeant. And we'll pick up the other quest while we're here, too.
They took my husband. He was only trying to defend our homes, but the Dreg took him. Please, stranger, can you help?
Slow down. Who took whom?
The Dreg. They attacked us out of nowhere. My husband tried to fight back. Those things wounded him and dragged him off.
Dragged him off to where?
To their spawning pools. Arcady might still be alive.
I'll find him.
May the Eight bless you for helping us. Please, find my Arcady.
What happened? Start at the beginning.
The Dreg came clattering into Dregside, attacking people. It was terrifying. My husband, Arcady, tried to rally folks to fight back.
How did the Wayrest guards come to help you?
Sergeant Stagine brought a few guards. He's a good man, but it was 4 of them against all those Dreg. Baron Sorik owns this land. We begged for more guards, but he says the Dreg will leave on their own. Doesn't he care?
Where did the Dreg come from?
Their hatching pools are nearby, but they've never bothered us before. For some reason, the Dreg came into town looking for trouble, and the people fought back. Some were killed, but others were dragged away. It's awful.
Poor lady. We'll get to the bottom of it. Once I get this platinum first. Sergeant.
The damn Dreg are everywhere, and these citizens have lost their minds. They're attacking Dreg barehanded. I've saved as many as I can, but that last Dreg wounded me. Help!
That doesn't make any sense.
You're telling me there was a slaughter on both sides? The sergeant said there were Dreg eggs among the houses, and the Dreg must have come after them. I don't know.
Why hasn't Wayrest sent soldiers to deal with this?
The slums are on Lord Sorik's land, but he refuses to send more soldiers. He acts like he's enjoying the slaughter. We must stop this before all the peasants get themselves killed. You can help by taking eggs from the slums back to the pools.
I'll do what I can to end this invasion. Yeah, you know, that the lord of this area should definitely be punished for owning. Because look at this. Like, I know he allows them to live on his land, but like he should definitely like not have to live in squalor like this. Like, it should be. It's completely ridiculous.
Okay, bless you.
There's one saved. There's 2 saved.
Thanks. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, would you quit?
Okay, bless you. Thanks. I'm getting out of here. I saw Dreg dragging Arcady toward the statue of King Jolie. That way.
Why does King Jolie have a statue? He's a treacherous son of a biscuit-eating kitten. Or also known as son of a bitch. Ooh, that's a nice chest piece that they're selling. Probably for a lot. Yes, that was asking how much.
I can breathe again. Thank the Eight, I can breathe.
Are you hurt? What happened?
I'm not hurt, but I'd be dead without you. The Dread were keeping us for food and feeding us to their young. The little ones would gnaw through the mud and... It doesn't matter now. I'm going to find whoever's responsible for this.
Complete quest.
When I find out who did this to me, to us, I'll kill him.
Who do you suspect was behind this?
I'm not sure, but that dead man at arms there was one of them. I saw them bringing dreg eggs into town from the pools. But they saw me too. That's how I ended up here.
What about the dead man?
He tagged along behind the dreg to make sure they disposed of me. I guess he just got too close. Serves him right, the rat.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Slick Stomach, you're my man with the lightest foot. Tonight, steal as many drug eggs as you can from their nest at the pools and bring them back to the barracks house in Drugside. Talk to the sergeant.
The dreg are thinning out, retreating. Did you succeed?
I returned the dreg eggs to their nest.
Mara willing, that will calm the blasted things down. Of course, there's still the matter of who brought the dreg eggs here in the first place. Dreg side's returning to normal. We'll cordon off the dreg and let the guards sort things out. Guess your work here's done.
Looks like you have something on your mind, Sergeant. What is it?
It's Baron Soric, the lord of this district. There's all this trouble with the dreg, but he just blithely watches from the top floor of Arbogast's house. Apparently enjoying it. I don't like it. The whole situation smells wrong.
I agree. Ooh, my head hurts.
Toast to drink.
Suspicious sack. Orders for tonight. Ptolemaic will be bringing in some eggs from the drug nest. Have the men take a few each and spread them around drug site and quietly mind. If anyone sees you, throw them to the drug and burn this letter after reading it. Don't get any ideas about holding on to it to blackmail me later. I'll be upstairs in Archibald's house. The swine owes me rent. Baron Storic. Oh no, it was the Baron.
I must warn you, I'm in a foul mood.
He was trying to get rid of the commoners. Hello, Baron.
What's this? Another gutter snipe here to whine about the dreg?
I have your note ordering your men to plant the eggs in dreg site. It proves you're to blame.
I'll just say you wrote it yourself. It's my word against yours, and I'm a Breton nobleman. Don't waste my time.
There's supporting evidence. Arcady Chorus saw your men placing the eggs. Worried yet?
I admit, that might be enough to be inconvenient. Both Dregside and the hatching pools are in my fief. Both are infested with pests. I just came up with a brilliant way to have them exterminate each other. What of it, lowborn?
Okay, so we have three choices here. We can say maybe nothing, but for the right price. I'll keep this just between us. I think I'll expose your plan and we'll see how brilliant it is. Or get those eggs out of the drug site, or I'll kill you where you stand. Expose. I'll expose your plan. We'll see how brilliant it is.
You'll never catch me, fool.
I don't need to catch you, fool. Oh, I guess I do need to catch you. Nope,
What
they
is
already
it?
caught you.
My leg! One of these ruffians broke my leg!
These people may do worse now that they know what you did. They always run.
Please, don't leave me here! Have mercy!
Like you were gonna have mercy on these people? I say I let them do whatever the frick they want to you.
What's all this then?
I can explain, Constable.
You better. I see a noble here surrounded by an angry mob of commoners. Now, just between you and me, I think I know what this is about. So what can you tell me that'll clear this up?
There's two choices. We can either say, I think you know too. So I say Baron Storic tripped and these folks are just helping him, alright, and we just basically walk away. Custody. Oh. Don't want to let them have their way with him? Okay. So Storic's behind all the trouble here. Better take him to custody before these folks lynch him.
I suspected Baron Soric from the start. Don't worry, he'll pay for his crimes. I'll take it from here.
I don't like lynch mobs, that's fair. To be fair, though, it would have been justly deserved after what he did to these people.
Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
Nope, I'm not doing Craglorn right now. I might eventually do Craglorn, but I am not doing Craglorn right this minute. I refuse. To be fair, they probably wouldn't care. People living in poverty like that would probably not give two shits about that, Joe. I'm going to be honest with you. Hi, King Emmerich.
Welcome back to Wayrest. It's good to see you again. Do you have any news? To be honest, this whole matter with the Dream Shard has robbed me of a few nights' sleep. I'll be a royal grump if we can't get this matter resolved soon.
I know it doesn't make it right, but it's still the Dream Shard's been returned to Pariah Abbey, Your Majesty.
Well, there we go then. That wasn't quite so bad as Abbot Durock made it sound. I'm sure he had his reasons, though. What about the Daedra, the omen that was behind all this? I trust it's dead or gone?
Yes, but Abbot Durock believes there's another omen in Gavardon.
In Gavardon?
Gavardon.
Why couldn't it be in Morrowind or somewhere else across the continent? Gods! We already have enough trouble in Gavardon. General Gardron says the Iron Hand ogres are far from being fully defeated.
Abbot Durock asked me to join him in Gavardon.
Well, that's good, at least. You two are the experts, though I suppose that's a dubious honor. If there is an omen in Gavardon, I'm guessing it's similarly disguised? Gardron didn't report anything suspicious, but maybe it's worth asking Captain Ernell.
Should I seek him out then?
Yes. Ernell was fighting with Gardron, but he's just been reassigned to shore up our defenses here in Wayrest. It may be a wild guar chase, but it's worth asking Ernell if he saw any signs of Daedric influence in Gavardon.
I'll go speak with him. Kind of interested. I need 6 more quests to complete the Stormhaven's Adventure Achievement. And actually, that's probably not even gonna matter in just a few weeks, because when Ascending Tides launches, all the achievements will now be account-wide for the most part. There'll be some achievements that aren't account-wide, but I need to talk to this guy. But a lot of these achievements will be gone.
I recognize you from the stories. You're the one who helped save Count Atura, aren't you? He's an old friend. I'm glad to make your acquaintance. Don't mind the guillotine. It's just for show.
What kind of a show?
Well, you know as well as anyone else, these supernal dreamers have been trying to recruit people all over Stormhaven. We're hoping this will serve as a deterrent. If we catch a cultist, we'll execute him. Nothing more than that.
King Emmerich said that you just returned from Garvadon.
Sure enough. I was acting liaison to General Godrin out at Shinji Scarp, but he's worried that the ogres might break through and attack Wayrest. Godrin suggested to the king that I be assigned to organize defenses here, so here I am.
Was anyone in Garvadon having nightmares?
Not that I know of. General Godrin's been losing sleep, worried about the ogres, but other than that, everyone's been sleeping just fine. Or at least as well as you can expect for a war camp. General Godrin is acting a little strange, though.
Strange in what way?
It's not my place to question the general. But he does seem to be blowing the ogre threat out of proportion. That's just my 2 coppers, though. Good luck if you're headed out to Garvadon.
I mean, that's a pretty strong deterrent to joining a cult. It's like, hey, you want to join a cult that's overthrowing the realm? Okay, but we're going to chop your head off. It's like, oh, wait, maybe we don't want to join a cult that's overthrowing the realm. Smart man, smart man. I'm going to stop by the inn real quick and fix up my gear. Oh, wait, this is the inn entrance is on the other side.
I wish I was on
Man, I'm really looking forward to High Isle, and you'll be able to come here and play games of, Tales of Tribute. It's like, there's like nothing to do in here right now. Like, there's all these characters, but absolutely none of them are doing anything.
Fancy meeting you here. Glad to see you're doing well. This is a class above the Screaming Mermaid, I'll give it that. A good meal isn't complete without the perfect brew, or beer, or cider. You get the idea.
Yeah. I'll need to make sure I sell my stuff later. There actually is a quest upstairs that we can do. It's probably a good idea to get that one out of the way. There's not a lot of time left in the stream to make forward progress, so I'll just go ahead and take care of this. I guess I have to pick it up from somewhere else? Maybe it's outside. Food so crap you need to be drunk to enjoy it.
You want to
I mean,
make some gold? This one would speak
I
with
mean
you
that's
for a
probably
moment,
a fair
Walker.
statement.
You might be interested in an opportunity to earn some gold by helping someone in need.
What kind of opportunity are you talking about?
This one's brother is called Sarashi. Sarashi is big time, very well connected in the city. But Sarashi is in deep water and can't swim. Owes boss man much money. You've heard of Midnight Union, yes?
Yes, I've heard of the Midnight Union.
Midnight Union is very different in recent days. Sarashi's boss is not so patient. Sarashi needs gold, fast. This one cannot help his brother anymore. But you will go see Sarashi upstairs in the inn, yes? Offer to help him, yes? He will pay.
I will go talk to Sarasha.
This one is very grateful that you will be helping his brother. Sarashi is a good and honest worker for the Midnight Union. He's only fallen on hard times. This one is glad you understand.
What kind of work does he do for the Midnight Union?
Whatever business Midnight Union has in Wayrest, Sarashi handles it. Buying, selling, trading. Sarashi helps city dwellers too. Lends money to those in need. He's a good one. Glad you will be helping him.
Oh no, it's you! Have you come from Hosni? Please, please have mercy. Sarashi promises to have Hosni's gold soon, but Sarashi cannot get Hosni's gold if he's dead. Tell Sarashi you've not come to kill him.
Your brother asked me to help you.
Ha! Sarashi's brother is so kind. Abandons and asks a stranger to take his place. He's soon chasing sweet meat in Senshal. No one cares for Sarashi. Brothers should be loyal. You owe Sarashi nothing, but Sarashi will pay for help, yes?
That sounds reasonable.
Sarashi owes debts, but he's also owed debts. There are 3 in the city who have gold that should be Sarashi's. First is a gambler, next is a nobleman, and the last is a smuggler. You help Sarashi collect, and Sarashi pays generous percentage.
I'll do it. Just tell me where to find them.
Sarashi has marked where you can find these debtors on the map. Start with the gambler, Louis Irvine. Irvine owes Sarashi the most money. Sarashi needs money from the others too, but search for them after Irvine.
Can you tell me more about the debtors?
You are helping Sarashi, yes? Then Sarashi will tell you anything. Well, almost anything. You would like to know about the gambler, the nobleman, or the smuggler?
Tell me more about the gambler.
Sarashi will tell. Irvine, Louis Irvine. He is a nice man, but a little dungy, and he has no sense. Keeps making bets even when he's lost everything. Sarashi feels sorry for Irvine, but forgives his debt for too long. Sarashi must collect now to save his own skin.
How did this nobleman end up in debt?
These upper class turn their noses up at Sarashi until they need Sarashi's help. Padir Nit comes from old family, very rich, but not anymore. Nit says he has no money to pay Sarashi back, but Sarashi thinks Nit is lying.
What kind of smuggler are we talking about?
Captain Mark, very smart man. Smuggles weapons, skooma, whatever makes him gold, yes? Mark lost his ship though, borrowed money for a new one. Sarashi needs money back now.
Captain Merrick, I met him in Alikir.
You know Captain Mark? Very good. Then you'll have an easier time convincing him to pay Sarashi back.
Yeah, I'll probably just end up covering his charge because he lost everything to the Ember Hand pirates. So let's go talk to the gambler first. Man, I wouldn't be passed out so close to a guillotine like that.
What's this? Can't you let a man enjoy a moment's rest? You telling me King Emmerich needs this bench right now?
Sarashi sent me to collect your debt.
I can't pay him. I bet my last coin on a fight at Hammer Death Arena and won. But the orc who bet against me refuses to pay up. You want money? Go beat it out of Ugurs. He's working with a gang of orcs down by the southern docks.
Okay, should we intimidate him and make him pay up, or should we say, alright, I'll go speak to the orc? Speak to the orc. Alright, I'll go speak to the orc.
I've got what you need. I could just spit. Get lost.
Let's see. Sarashi sent me to collect Louis Ever's debt. You need to pay up.
Sarashi? I don't want trouble with the Midnight Union. Take the money. Tell Sarashi I didn't know. I'm sorry for the confusion.
You're fine. Because I don't have to hurt you and your boys here. And they're like, ha! The little Argonian and the Dark Elf are gonna hurt us. It's like Miri just pulls out her bow and just like pushes her bow down. No, Miri, no murder. It's like, and Miri's like, murder! Like, Miri, what did I just say about no murder? Miri, no murder. Miri, no murder. Miri, no murder. Aw, man.
Look, I have no interest in risking my money on this handheld ballistic contraption. Who would want a bow they have to load and fire with a trigger? I don't have any gold anyhow. Oh, I'm sorry. Thought you were someone else.
Sorachi sent me to collect your debt.
Sorry, I'm flat broke. And it was actually one of Sarashi's friends who convinced me to sell the estate and invest in pig saddles for children. Big surprise. They didn't sell very well. I lost everything.
Ouch. Poor man. Surely you held on to some gold for emergencies.
Wish I had, but no. If you really want to collect for Sarashi and don't mind getting your hands dirty, you could always dig up my grandfather's grave at the temple. He was buried with a valuable stone. Always seemed like a waste to me.
So we have a choice. We can either go rob a grave, or we can threaten to turn him into the city watch as a grave robber. Which is a major offense for Bretons, I might point out. Grave robbing is like just one of the largest offenses you can do. Maybe I could get a reward for telling the city guard that you're a grave robber.
Wait a minute. That's not fair. I didn't... Look, my reputation's already bad enough. Last thing I need is more rumors. I do have some money. Just take this and go.
Yeah, also asking me to dig up the up your grandfather's grave is like, Breton ghosts are notorious for haunting people that rob their graves.
We'll have no
I don't want a Breton ghost following me around. Looks like the demonic chicken. I've already got one crazy monstrosity following me around.
We don't.
If you're here to join the crew, today's not the day. The ship's still anchored out in the harbor. I'd write down your name, but I just don't feel like it. Too much to drink last night at the Cloudy Dregs.
I'm looking for Captain Marek.
Sorry, friend. We just headed back up to the Cloudy Dregs to speak with the moneylender, Sarashi. If I know the captain, he may be having a drink downstairs before he goes up.
Oh, that's actually exactly who I was sent to talk to him for. Hello, Baston.
What can I do for you?
I found this tomb urn with your name on it.
You found it? I thought my tomb urn was lost forever. Thank you.
Well, that was a very casual exchange.
Was tired of walking anyway.
Oof, Wayrest just did not load in properly. That does happen on occasion when you're traveling too fast through a major city. Hey, Captain, what's up?
Hey, friend. Care to have a drink? You'll have to buy, though. I'm flat broke. Can't even pay my debts. Have to go upstairs and tell Sarashi I don't have his money. You think he'll have me killed?
Actually, Sarashi sent me to collect the debt.
Oh, so you're gonna kill me? Because I don't have the money. Nothing to be done for it. I'm not gonna run, though. I'm a man of integrity, at least in this case. You don't think Sarashi could give me a few more weeks?
I'll ask him to give you a break.
The Van family says you saved their farm.
You return, and sooner than Sarashi expected. You have Sarashi's gold? Please say you have Sarashi's gold.
Captain Merrick asked for more time.
If Sarashi had time, he would gladly give it to the captain. But Sarashi's own hide is on the line too. Sarashi has to have the money, one way or another.
How much to pay off the captain's debt? 347 gold.
If you're willing to pay the gold for him, Sarashi will not complain. Consider the captain's debt settled.
Then you should be able to clear things up with your boss now.
Yes, Sarashi is very relieved.
Look at that,
and
I made
boss
more
will be
gold back
happy.
than I just spent.
You are a better enforcer than my brother ever was. From now on, I will think of you as family. What is mine is also yours.
I'm gonna think of you as family. The staircase was on the other side, Stephen.
I'm just gonna assume at this point that Sarashi's giving me a break. True or not, that's what I'm going with. Means I can head back to the ship. Well, maybe just one more drink first.
How are you paying for your drinks?
I knew I'd find you here. We're still raising funds for our next voyage, but it's only a matter of time. If you ever decide you want to set out to sea, let me know. We could use a heroic crewman like you.
I wonder if these guys will be involved in High Isle at all. It'd be really cool if you get to sail to High Isle with Captain Albert Merrick, because and you may not remember it, but we actually sailed to the Alikir with Captain Albert way back when we did Rivenspire. And I started doing the Alikir Desert way back then, and we never finished it because Western Skyrim launched, and we stopped doing that to do Western Skyrim, and then I just never picked it up again. Alright, well that's where we're going to end off for this week. Next week we are going to continue the main story quest, and we're going to finish off the last two major zones, do the delve, collect the sky shards, and if there's time, we'll take out the public dungeon too. We'll just see what happens, and then if we finish next week, that'll be good, and then we'll try to move on to Alikir. If not, we are definitely going to be moving on to Alikir on the last Sunday of February, and getting some progress done there. I want to thank you for watching if you did, and I hope to catch you next time as we continue more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. Thank you very much, and have a great day, everyone. Bye.